All right, welcome back. Today is June 30th, last day of the month, and I am here to deliver. So let's get into it. Let's go ahead and start in a seated meditation. And once you arrive, let your palms face open towards skyward. And you can soften your gaze, close your eyes, and breathe in and out through your nose. Beginning to find center, so softening through tension or finding your body awareness and where that is today. Giving yourself a body scan. Checking in with your headspace. Where is that? And bringing all those parts together. Our breath in and out through the nose. And go ahead and flicker your eyes open, and as you breathe in, reach your arms up overhead. Spread the fingertips, and then breathe in, gaze towards your fingertips. Pressing the knees slightly down towards the earth. Bring your gaze back to neutral. Take another breath in, lift taller, and exhale, right hand releases as you lift up and over. Use the breath in to pick yourself back up, and exhale, left hand releases, looking at the eye of your elbow or down off the opposite shoulder. Inhale, breathe in, rise tall, and exhale, plant your hands right in front of your shins. The hips automatically hinge. You can stay here, pressing into the pads of your fingers, spreading them wide, or walking your hands out in front of you. And applying pressure into the heel of your hand so that low back lengthens and extends further back behind you. And as you breathe in, lift up your chest, walk your hands back behind your hips. Lift the heart, squeeze the shoulder blades. Again, pressing the knees down, not forcing it, just some gentle pressure. And lifting the chin. You don't have to, you can bring the chin back to center. But as you breathe in, lift up your head, walk those shoulders above your hips, and then roll out your wrists, stretch through your fingers. A particular word that has resonated with me these past couple weeks is synovial fluid. I guess that would be two words. But synovial fluid, I was in Florida and the instructor said synovial fluid, and then I live in Michigan and it was brought up again. So whatever the frequency is, it's set in, tapped in. So your synovial fluid is what protects your joints, the ligaments, so your fingers, toes, knees, hips, wherever you have joints. So just like water, we have to keep it fluid. So let's go ahead and sweep those arms up overhead again. Inhale, gaze towards your fingertips, not so much so that you're drifting the shoulders towards your ears. You still want to relax the shoulders. Bring your gaze back to neutral. Breath in and side bend. Right hand plants, lifting up and over. Complete the breath out. Sweep up. Inhale. And exhale, other side. Rise tall. Breath in. Plant your hands in front of your legs. Again, staying here, walking it out, maybe even lowering down to your forearms. Here for a breath in and out. As you inhale, pick yourself back up, walk those hands behind your legs, lift up through the heart, squeeze the shoulder blades, not so much so, just a little pinch. Lifting the chin if you like, and then pressing those knees down. Inhale, bring your head back up above your shoulders, roll out the wrist, release your hands to your knees, and we're gonna move into our shoulders a little bit more, but I'm gonna face my back to you so you can see what we're doing. There's a pose called cow face pose, or it's Asana in Sanskrit. I said that right. Don't come for me in the comments. So from here, you're going to lift your right arm behind your back as you bend your left elbow. So my fingers, I don't know, maybe they almost touch, but I'm not going to force it. So as you inhale, you're going to open your arms out wide and then switch that rotation. All right, so my palm, bottom palm face open. And you can go at your own pace, but you're going to begin to feel this in the shoulder blade, the ball, the socket, the girdle, all those muscles that incorporate the shoulder. This will be helpful when we move through our flow. Do this a couple more times. Maybe you even have that bind with your fingertips. I don't have it so much so on this side, but maybe I have it a little bit more on this side. It feels closer anyway. But you can always use a towel or a strap or a t-shirt even if you want to find a bind or a prop. So go ahead and release those shoulders out, roll them in front of you, behind you, and then we're going to keep moving on. So from your seated meditation, you're going to plant your feet out in front of you and walk your hands back behind you and just sweep your knees right and left, a little windshield wiper action. We're going to find reverse tabletop before we get into our regular tabletop. So that reverse tabletop, you're going to plant your feet. Your fingers can face your bum or they can slightly turn out. Again, that's why we warmed up those shoulders first. And so as you inhale, go ahead and pick up your hips. Keep picking them up. Remember those shoulder blades kissing? I want you to kiss those shoulder blades, pick up your chest. And you can either gaze off of your knees or gently lift the chin. You have to breathe here and squeeze. Press down into the pads. Take another breath in. And exhale, lower back down. Take your time. Go ahead and drift those knees left and right. And then once those knees fall to the left or right, you're going to kind of cartwheel your hands, lift your hips, kick those legs behind you so we find our actual tabletop, all fours, hands and knees. And walk your hands in so the middle fingers touch. And then open those fingers back out. A little bit of pressure into the tops of the feet, the shins, so we lengthen through our low back, engaging through our pelvic floor and core space. And one more thing is gazing towards your thumbs. So we don't want our head to hang heavy and we're not cranking it up. It's a natural extension of our neck and our spine. And moving through cat-cow, take a breath in, drop your belly, tilt your gaze up. And exhale, press the earth away, looking towards your navel. And then bring that breath in again. Inhale, filling up. Exhale, push away. Inhale, one more time with me. And exhale. Continue with this cat-cow motion. I always say in my in-person classes that your body speaks and talks to you. So this feels particularly good moving through our spine, but perhaps the hips want to move side to side, or you tuck the toes. Just flow with your breath. Good, and coming back to your neutral tabletop, because it is summer, we're heating up our bodies, same thing. We're gonna tuck our toes underneath us and lift our knees just to hover. So this is called bear. Some of y'all might call it something different. Let me know in the comments.
But from this bear pose, you're gonna inhale, breathe in, and then exhale, open up the knees, sink the hips behind you. The heels are still lifted. Inhale, come back to bear pose, and exhale, glide back. Inhale, one more time, my legs are already on fire. Exhale, sweep back. And we're gonna add a little bit to it, getting into those shoulders. So from that bear pose, inhale, drift the shoulders slightly over the wrists. Woo! Exhale, sweep back. 2 more times like that. Inhale, glide, drift, sweep, open. Bring that breath back to center. Glide forward, sweep back, open up the knees. Woo, almost there, almost there. From that bear pose, extend your right leg behind you and your left. It looks like plank pose. Now if that's too much, soften back down to tabletop, okay? From here, your heels are lifted. Think about flexing your hip bones towards the heels of your hand. And then press into the hands to lift up out of the shoulders. Take a sharp inhale and exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Y'all, I'm already sweating, I'm hot. I'm in my own apartment. I could have worn shorts, but I didn't. Whew. From your down dog, look forward, breathe in, walk 5 steps to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Halfway lift, bring breath into your body, fingertips glide up your shins. Exhale, fold in, and try it again. Sharp inhale to lift you up halfway. And exhale, melt in. And we'll go through a traditional Sunday. So as you breathe in, you can go slow or root to rise. I'm gonna go slow so I can feel every part of my spine, AKA the vertebrae. As you breathe in, it's that halfway lift. And then begin to stack, rise, stand. Whew. Breathe in, sweep those arms overhead. I'm gonna face you so you can see. Hopefully I'm not cut off. Exhale, right hand releases, reach up and over. Very similar to what we just did in that seated meditation. Inhale, rise tall. And exhale, other side. Inhale, back to center. This time, bend your elbows, press your hips forward, lift your heart, your chest. Lift up through your kneecaps. Inhale, rise tall. And exhale, hinge at your hips, forward fold. Complete the breath out entirely. When you're ready, inhale, breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, walk it back to plank or tabletop or bear. Eventually, if you don't want none of those at all, take a sharp inhale in and exhale. You can meet us back in downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Shavasana. I'm working on my Sanskrit. Pretty sure that's what it is. From here, look forward, breathe in. Exhale, feet walk to the top, forward fold. Pick yourself up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. You decide, root to rise or stand tall. This time I'm going to root to rise. Inhale, up to standing. You get a side view this time. Exhale, right hand releases. Reach up and over. Bring the breath back up to center. Lift. Exhale. Press the hip out to the right. Inhale. Bend your elbows like a cactus or goalpost. Press the hips forward here. Lift up through the heart and the chest. You can even find a bind if you like. Interlace those fingers or elbows behind your back. Inhale, rise tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, walk it back, plank pose. I taught this same class Sunday, so I'm gonna give it to you too. From this plank pose, if you like, see if you can lift the left leg. Inhale, point the toe down. Exhale, inhale, right leg. Exhale, sharp inhale. Exhale, press back. Downward facing dog. Whew. Look forward, breathe in. Exhale, walk forward, fold. What do we do? Pick up halfway, feel that breath in. And exhale, fold. This time we're gonna find chair pose, Utkatasana. Look at me. Bend your knees, sink your hips, inhale, arms can lift overhead. They can come to heart center. Chair pose, Utkatasana, or fierce pose. If your legs are together, gentle pressure. If they're not, imagine that pressure. That breath becomes more audible here. It is called fierce pose. Breathe in and out through your nose. Can you see your toes? Can you think about lengthening your tailbone towards your heels? This is going to scoop up your pelvic floor, the core, what attaches our extremities, the arms and the legs. From your chair pose, take a breath in. Exhale, sink the hips further back behind you. Extend the arms in front of you. Hover, lower, power chair. Whew. Take a breath in. And exhale, forward fold, halfway lift, breathe in. Whew. Exhale, plant the hands, walk back, plank pose. We're gonna try something new. Two options. You can soften your right knee down, lift your left hip above your right, left hand, chest, heart, side plank. Or from your plank pose, your heels sweep over to the right, lift the left arm. You have to pick up these hips. Woo. Come back to plank pose. We'll try it on the other side. Either soften your knee, that's what I'm gonna do, and lift up your right arm. Notice my shoulders stack. You can gaze towards the fingertips. Come back to plank pose. Let's take a sharp inhale and exhale, press back, down dog. We're gonna get into our flow. Right leg sweeps behind you, inhale. Can you kick that leg further back behind you, lengthening through the arms. Take a breath in, lift the right heel, and exhale. Step it between your hands or help it get there. From there, drift up onto your fingertips. You're on the ball of your back foot. Let the arms hang heavy, lift your chest. A lot of weight load in that top leg. As you inhale, sweep the arms above the hips. Crescent lunge. Anjayanasana. Ooh, I didn't even really know that one. It just came up. From here, take a breath in. Exhale, open up. Warrior two, Virabhadrasana. Virabhadrasana. Warrior two, okay? From your warrior two, you're gonna flip your right palm, inhale, tilt back, reverse. Exhale, side angle, elbow to your knee. Big transition, inhale, star pose, shine bright, toes out, heels slightly in. Bring your hands to heart center, inhale. As you exhale, we're gonna dip in the left knee, sink the hips behind you. Skandasana, side lunge. As you breathe in, lift back up to star, and exhale, right knee bend, sink the hips back. Inhale, rise, back knee. From here, reach the hands out in front of you. Walk to a low runner's lunge. So we're traveling to the top of our mat, low runner's lunge. Right foot in back, left foot behind us, heel is high. From this low runner's lunge, you're gonna plant your left hand inside of your right foot. Inhale, sweep your right arm up for easy twist. Inhale here, and exhale, right hand plants. Find your way back to plank pose. Again, that plank can be here, it can be here, it can be here. And ultimately, home base is downward facing dog. So pressing back, down dog, left leg, inhale, stay with me. Lift that leg a little bit higher. Exhale, step it through, low runner's lunge. Really roll onto the ball of the back foot, all that weight, top leg. Tense your fingertips, let the arms hang heavy, lift your chest. Next, sharp breath in, sweep the arms overhead. If this is too much, release your hands to your hips. Get your bearings, get your stance, posture. From here, inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, warrior two. Virabhadrasana. Oh yeah, getting better. Left palm flips, inhale, tilt back. Exhale, elbow to knee, side angle. Star pose, shine bright, breathe in. Exhale, bring your hands to heart. As you take your next breath in, lift, lengthen, and exhale, right knee, sink the hips back. Inhale, pick yourself back up. Exhale, left knee. Inhale, rise, back knee again. Reach those hands in front of you, hinge at the hips. Begin to walk yourself to low runner's lunge. It's like those crescent lunge legs. From here, right hand inside of your foot. Inhale, left arm lifts. Easy twist. And bring your hand back down to frame your foot. Find your way to what you would like. And press back, down dog. Go ahead and soften your knees. Find your child's pose. Y'all are doing great, putting in that work. I'm gonna come closer. Do you see me? The sun is setting, so we only have a little bit more time. But baby, it is hot. Okay, I'm back. I had to grab a sip of water. I'll do it again. Turn some lights on. You guys definitely hold me accountable. I've been wanting to, and I have been doing it consistently, except for last month, posting flows. The summer is tough, but I'm determined to give y'all what you want. In July is gonna be so busy for me, but that's not to say I'm not gonna give you a video. Maybe two if you're lucky, maybe two. So if you're still in that child's pose, fine. If you're getting water, towel, that's okay too. We are going to find a cool down here. Whew. All right. So from your child's pose, let's go ahead and open up your knees if they're not already. See if those big toes can touch. No biggie if they don't. Lengthen your arms out in front of you. And from your child's pose, go ahead and reach and walk your hands over to the right so you sink your left hip over. And inhale, walk your hands back to center as you reaching up over to the other side, leaning right. Come back to child's pose. And begin to pick up your chest, walk your hands back towards your knees for hero's pose. Not long, just enough time for you to bear weight right or left side to kick those legs out in front of you. And I should have prefaced this at the beginning to grab blocks, but I'm gonna try it without blocks and see what happens. But remember when we did that reverse tabletop, we're gonna do it again, and I might add something extra. So as far as that cool down part, I said, just a little more work, and then we can lay it all down. So walk your hands behind you, plant your feet in front of you, and drift those knees side to side. Lifting up proud through your chest, squeezing those shoulder blades slightly. And when you bring those knees back to center, I'm gonna see, you know what, let's just do the reverse tabletop. I'm not gonna add nothing extra to it. So yeah, you're gonna walk your hands a little past your hips here. And inhale, lift your hips, Squeeze those shoulder blades so there's a whole different rotation in the shoulders. But because I just want to try it without blocks, you can watch me do it, but I will not instruct you through it. But what it looks like is you lift up these hips, breath in, and as you exhale, you sweep the hips behind your arms, but you're hovering the legs. Okay, I sort of did it, but it's challenging. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, sweep them back behind your arms. I'm going to show you what it looks like with blocks just because I keep going on with this. And I want to give you what you deserve. These blocks are 2 different heights, but you know what? We'll pretend. So you can stay in that reverse bridge, or you can exhale, sweep the hips back behind you. See how I'm still lifted off of the earth? Inhale, reverse bridge. And I'm just going to lower it on down because we have put in that work. So go ahead and come back down. You're going to walk your hands back behind you. Release to your forearms. Soften down to your back. Gently release your head. Whew. Let's go ahead and drift our knees in towards our chest. Hugging them in. The hands can wrap around the tops of the knees, tuck behind. Honestly, these last few minutes are for you. Going back to listening to your body. So I like to drift my weight left and right, getting into my lower back, maybe even my head, tilting side to side. Going back to rolling my wrist from earlier, my ankles, my toes. You can find Happy Baby, which you open up your knees and reach your hands outside of your calves, the shins, maybe they even wrap around the outside of your foot. You can find a half baby, full baby. This would be a good time to check back in with your breath, breathing in and out. Were you connected through the whole practice? Were there distractions? Did things come up for you? Did they arise? What was your practice like? Going back to your body awareness, how was that? And then your headspace, the mental. Hopefully feeling a little more light, at ease, connected, exactly where you're supposed to be. Give yourself a few more minutes until we release it completely down to the mat, called shavasana, corpse pose. Soaking in everything we've just done by simply breathing in and out through your nose. I always learn a lot more about my students in poses that require us to hold for longer. So this one, for example, Shavasana corpse pose. Sometimes I see my students fidgeting and moving, and that's fine, that's okay, but I read something that another instructor posted, who's a doctor. Shout out to you if you know who I'm talking to. But those moments when we start to fidget or move is our nervous system recalibrating. We're moving out of this survival or fight or flight and just being able to flow with the universe. So it is challenging, it is work, but it is possible to just find stillness, even for a moment, 2, 3 minutes, 50 minutes even. That meditation brings us to that enlightenment. yourself to release tension, starting at the space between your eyebrows, releasing your jaw, peeling the tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Softening through your shoulders, followed by your chest and hips. Allow the legs to be loose. Those feet twist out or turn out. Because we are all better together, let's take a collective breath in, starting from that low belly as you breathe in, expand, lengthen, grow up to the top. Once you get to the top, inhale, sip another air in, another sip, and exhale, open the mouth. Release, deplete, let it go. It's been my complete honor and pleasure. Until next month, which is literally tomorrow, I'll see you soon. Namaste.